And my apartment's a mess right now. I got that power supply I told you about, and I'm trying to integrate it into my little protocol. And it's taking me hours to implant it where I want it implanted, which means it's going to take them at least a half hour to try and destroy it. In that half hour, that'll be their demise. To do it surreptitiously where nobody's going to see them, they're going to have to take out a wall in my apartment. Otherwise, they're going to be exposed to maintenance men, managers, neighbors, passers-by, that they're doing something bad and they might get caught. So anyway, and I have just a maze of wires everywhere. And if I don't if I don't know where all these damn wires go to, they definitely ain't gonna find out either. And they can just start cutting all they want to. I hope they cut an electrical one and get fried. But anyway, I got a comment from one of my readers there who can't understand these holes in my ceiling and that kind of stuff. No, I don't have access to my attic. Access to my attic is from my back neighbor's apartment over there. I did a video on these guys, and I should probably explain more because that's not the entire picture. These are the pretend dope dealers. And on one of my other channels that got taken down, I described how my surveillance team had to have made a deal with these guys. In that if they're watching me, they're seeing them. There's no way you can watch me and not see these guys. And I told the guy, dude, before I even had an inkling that he was involved. And the thing is, it's not just him and his friends. Well, I guess I ought to start at the beginning. Well, I moved in here. Okay, fine. I moved in here and I just love this place. It's just fantastic. For like the first 2 years I was here, I didn't close my sliding glass door. I left it open all day. While I'm at work, while I'm at the store, while I'm out doing whatever, my sliding glass door is wide open. Wide open, dude. I'm one of them open air kind of guys. I'm not a closed up guy. I don't hide in here. I got my blinds all pulled. I got my sliding glass door wide open. I leave it open when I go to work. I don't have a worry in the world. I don't have a care in the world. Everything is fantastic. I love the people. I love everything, dude. That's the way it was. And then, not too long after I moved in, somebody moved in behind me. An older man and an older woman. Now this older man is a courier for a company I happen to know. He drives all over the United States, obviously taking documents. Now this company that he works for contracts to the United States government. I don't know how much I can tell here, but I visited one of these offices in another state. It was in California. And the company was in a strip mall industrial area. It's like a strip mall, like where you got a plumber here, air conditioning service company here, it's like a strip mall for industry. A locksmith here, you don't come to the locksmith, he comes to you, that kind of stuff. Those kind of places, they're warehouses. And I went to this place because I had to speak to the administrator, the head lady. And as soon as I walked in the door, there's this podium and a lady there and 2 armed guards. And there's a metal detector right there. Now, when I give her my ID and all that other kind of crap, and there's cameras everywhere, I can't remember if it was one of the security guards or both of the security guards, but I was escorted through the building to her office. And I had to go through the whole place to get to her office. Her office is way in the back where it's nice and safe. Okay, when I went into the main area, there were just short cubicles like what I'm sitting in right here, blinded from each other, but it wasn't very high. You know, it was just high enough for the computer screen, and that was it. You know, let's say about this high. And there was probably 60 people in there. They're working on the computer. There was over in this back corner, there was a guy who was, the base of his stand was about this high. It was an armed security guard. He's sitting at a great big desk. He's got computer monitors and shit in front of him, but he's got room where he can see the entire room. So he's monitoring the room and monitoring the people inside the room. And then I get taken back to the administrator. I talk to her in the office and all that other kind of stuff, and then I leave, escorted as I left. Now this is the company he works for. Now when he moved in, he is only home about once every month, once every 2 months, but when this guy is home, oh my gosh, he plays this reggae that just, my desk is vibrating, my sliding glass door is like a membrane doing this, vibrating from his subwoofer. I can't hear the music. I can't hear I can hear the bass because my eardrums are going boom, 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 boom like this. Oh, it's ridiculous, dude. And this was harassment. I mean, this was just driving me crazy. I could feel it in my chair. I could feel it everywhere. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do anything. Like I said, my sliding glass door is doing this, rattling and stuff from his subwoofer. It's like, oh, I was going crazy. And one time he drove me so mad, I kicked something here in the apartment and damaged it, and it's structural. And luckily, I was always covering it up during the inspections and stuff, because if they found out that was messed up, I'd be in some deep shit. But I really lucked out. What happened was, my refrigerator went out, and while these guys are replacing my refrigerator, they hit this exact spot. They hit this exact spot where I kicked. Because like I'm trying to tell this guy, turn this fucking shit down, dude. Anyway, they dropped the refrigerator. They had to repair the wall, plus they got me a free carpet cleaning because they screwed my carpet up totally. And so anyway, I got a free carpet cleaning, and they repaired the damage that I did when I kicked that damn thing. Anyway, this guy was here for a while, and then all of a sudden he's got a son move in. A younger man move in, who's probably 30-ish. Now this guy, he's got a piece of shit for a car. And he's got a gang of friends. And I notice when the old man is home, these guys are sleeping in the car and that kind of stuff. But when he's gone, they're all in the apartment, that kind of stuff. And also what happened is, I always wondered, am I the only one this guy's driving crazy with this fucking reggae music? I mean, I had a girlfriend listened to reggaeton, and it just drove me nuts. And it's finally I had to put down my foot. This is my car. This is my radio. You don't touch it. And I got tired of that reggaeton, and then what happened? I got used to it, and I liked it. And what can I say? But this stuff, I don't care if I like it or not. When it's vibrating my table, when it's vibrating my sliding glass door, when it's vibrating my chair, when I can't sleep, I don't like it. Anyway, these kids move in. They're all a bunch of non-working 30-year-olds, no vehicles, no nothing, but they all got $500 cell phones, and they're all pretending like they're dope dealers. And they're trying to be my friend really bad too. Hey, you want a cigarette? You want this? It's like I want nothing to do with these guys. I got nothing in common with you guys. And I spoke to the woman one time because they're from Ghana. And they speak a different language, and they speak it really staccato, where I can't tell what the hell language that is. So one day, she was outside, and I was walking by, and what language is that speaking? Where are you from? I'm from Ghana, and it's French. I said, you know what? I had a little girlfriend that was from Ghana, and she spoke like 5 or 6 languages. She spoke French, she spoke Spanish, she spoke Ga, she spoke English, and she spoke another like tribal dialect or whatever. And she turned around and snapped at me like, well, I don't know where the hell she learned Spanish from, because we don't speak that shit over there, this, that, and the other thing. She learned it here, you dumb bitch. Anyway, and this is the girl that I told you wanted to get married and all that other stuff, and anyway, in my other video. So anyway, these guys, they're trying real hard to be my friend. And I don't care who you are, when you're trying too hard to be my friend, I'm thinking no. But I warn these guys, you know what, dude, I'm under surveillance. And if they're watching me, they're seeing you. So they kind of toned it down. They took down their red velvet ropes and their stanchions and shit, and they fired the guy who's out there with the clipboard directing traffic and that kind of stuff. And they took down the podium out there on the landing out over there. But they still had all their chairs out there on the landing, because they all hang outside, right outside my door there. And anyway, this is the apartment that has access to the attic. Now, a few years ago, I was laying in bed trying to sleep. I can't remember what time it was, probably 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. I heard somebody walk across from the kitchen, across my bedroom, above my bedroom window, and then walk back to the kitchen. It's like they walked back to their kitchen. I heard 2 thumps, like somebody hitting on a door, like boom, boom, trying to open it. And then I heard like somebody drop down. That's what I heard. That's what it sounded like. I don't know. I didn't see.